We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Off play action. Davenport. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeaux. Well, this defense for the Giants very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson now off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Again, it's Barkley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Davenport being chased out left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first down. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Hey, report! Report!
Robinson with another carry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Second down and a run by Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, report. Report. Middle. Sit up.
Robinson on a give right side. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
We've called a lot of gains, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Report. Sit up.
They go play action now. Jackson. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Giants are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Barkley, inside handoff. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Let's go.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Davenport. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle with Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
From the gun on 3rd down, Davenport. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Yo. Sit up.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Davenport. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now it's 2nd and 10. Jackson, option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Way Koo on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
First down, Giants.
Looking to throw. Davenport. Over the middle, complete. That's Young. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Back to throw. Davenport. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That one deep for London. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Report! Report!
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second and a couple. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 33. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Dexter Lawrence, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too...
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. Taking it right down Broadway. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. Give him 52 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
46-yard line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Davenport eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Tough spot here, third down and 11. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
First down, New York.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll go to Barkley again. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to widen their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
The score, Giants 17, Falcons 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Robinson, the motion man right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Robinson is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Robinson not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Harris Campbell, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Hey, middle. Nice shot.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. taken at about the 1.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Giants.
Again, it's Barkley. Takes it to about the 37.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. In motion right, that's Claypool. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. From the 41, here's 2nd and 2. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. Touchdown! Chase Claypool from 17 yards out. And the Giants will add to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Jackson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Here's 2nd down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Oh, he fakes a spike. And that'll be caught.
And how about what just happened there? Just a total breakdown defensively. They're thinking he's going to spike this, so they let their guard down. But he never had any intention of stopping the clock. He wanted to throw the football. And he caught him napping, and this turned into a huge play.
This is 1st and 10.
Right shot. Thirteen.
Jackson to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Hey, Ozzie, shut up.
Jackson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's a win here for the Giants, and it was thanks in part to the play of their 3rd-year quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it.